He may be a star among his colleagues, but he's remained modest to a fault. Portuguese architect Eduardo Souto de Moura. After winning architecture's highest honor, the Pritzker Prize, he said he's won it only because his work is simple and economical. His office in Porto, in northern Portugal, is similarly unpretentious. This is where he has designed over 100 projects, everything from single-family homes to multi-million euro contracts. For him, architecture isn't just experimenting with models and materials. Above all, it's designing spaces for people to live and work.
I built quite a few private homes at the start, almost exclusively. They call on the full architectural repertoire. Architecture has made history by building houses, and the history of houses is the history of architecture.
This house near Porto is surrounded by a high wall. It's a sound barrier and also offers privacy. The house was completed 2 years ago. Owner Fernando is not surprised that his very own architect won the Pritzker Prize.
Above all, I gained a friend. That's much more important than the prize. Of course, I'm happy that other people think he's a wonderful architect, and not just me.
650 square meters of living space made of concrete, marble, and glass. The building has already become part of Portugal's architectural heritage. The historic harbor of Porto is a favored tourist attraction. But Souto de Moura has made his mark on the modern face of the city. His Burgo Tower, a 20-story office building, cost more than 14 million euros and has become a local landmark. When summer grows sweltering in Lisbon, many residents are drawn to the Atlantic coast nearby. Over a century ago, the city's elite discovered the fishing village of Cascais, which nowadays is a sophisticated tourist destination. This is where Raul Linu built his miniature palaces for aristocrats and the upper classes, directly on the ocean. The architectural gems inspired Souto de Moura's design for a new local museum. The pyramid-shaped towers give the nearly windowless building a monumental touch. Daylight filters into the interior through the tops of the towers. One of the permanent exhibitions features work by Portuguese artist Paula Regu. She also worked closely with the architect during the design phase in 2008 and 2009. The city of Braga in the northeast is Portugal's religious capital, with hundreds of old churches, noble mansions, and townhouses, all built of granite. Souto de Moura's new soccer stadium in Braga is carved into the face of a local granite quarry. Built for the European Soccer Championships in 2004, the stadium accommodates 30,000 spectators. It's his best-known work.
We had to excavate millions of tons of rock. When we realized how much it was, we used the rock to make concrete to build the stadium. For me, soccer has always been a form of theater that you watch from on high, like an amphitheater. The steep mountainside seemed perfect for that. But after I'd taken a look at other soccer stadiums and watched a lot of games, I realized that soccer nowadays is mainly a television event.
Televised soccer is big business the world over, so the best spots in the house belong to the television cameras, not the celebrity guests. The former monastery of Santa Maria de Boro is located 25 kilometers northeast of Braga. Abandoned for many years, it fell into disrepair. The cloister today is in ruins. Souto de Moura was commissioned to save as much of the old structure as possible and transform the old monastery into a Pousada, luxurious state-owned hotels often situated in historic castles, monasteries, and palaces.
The architect Souto de Moura tried to respect the original structure as much as possible. The work here at the Pousada took 3 years, and we officially opened as a Pousada in 1997 with 30 rooms and 2 suites.
The final product, which transformed the half-destroyed monastery into a modern hotel, is a restrained balance of old and new.
The heritage must be preserved, because the past provides us with information that points to the future. And the only way to preserve this heritage is to make use of it.
The Pousada de Moura is a masterpiece of modern architecture, a work blending the past and the future.